Good morning to you all. My name is Rajesh Kumar Gupta, and today I am going to teach you electric potential and their applications. First application of electric potential is electric potential due to a point charge due to a system of charge on a particular point. Electric potential due to system of charge on a particular point. Electric potential due to system of charges at point charge. Charges on electric potential due to system of charges on a point charge. On a point charge. Suppose here are many charges. This charge is plus Q1, this is minus Q2, this is plus Q3, this is minus Q4, and this is minus Q5. And we have to find electric potential at a particular point or particular charge. Suppose this is a charge. At this place, at this charge, it is a test charge. Or this point we can find electric potential. Okay? So the distance between them is R1, R2, R3, R4, and here is R5. We know a formula of electric potential V equals to KQ upon R. Here V is the electric potential, K is a proportionality constant, Q is charge, and R is the distance. Potential is a scalar quantity. That's why electric potential is depend only on nature of charge. When charge is negative, then potential is negative. When charge is positive, then potential is positive. Okay? Potential is directly proportional to charge also, because when the magnitude of charge is increased, that's why electric potential due to charge is increased. And if distance between point and charge is decreased, that's why potential is increased. So we can say V1 potential due to Q1 charge can be written as Q1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R1. This is a positive charge, that's why potential is a positive. Similarly, V2 is equals to, charge is negative, that's why potential is negative 4 pi R2. V3 is plus Q3 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R3. And similarly up to, so on Vn, Qn upon 4 pi epsilon naught Rn. We don't know nth charge is maybe positive or maybe negative. That's why we can put here sign plus or minus. Now total potential at the point P can be given by V equals to V1 plus V2 plus up to Vn. Now we can put the formula V1 equals to Q1 upon 4 pi R1, and V2 is a negative charge. V2 is a negative charge. That's why V2 equals to Q2 upon 4 pi R2 plus Q3 4 pi R3 up to Qn upon 4 pi epsilon naught Rn. Clear? Now we can take common from this side. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is common here. So q1 upon r1 minus q2 upon r2 plus q3 upon r3 up to maybe plus minus qn upon rn. This can be written as v is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 summation of I integer 1 to I integer n, here qi upon ri. Resultant potential may be positive, may be negative. This is the expression of total potential by the group of charges at a particular point. Okay, so electric potential due to system of charges on a point or on a point charge or on a test charge. Clear? Okay. Now we are going to next topic. Electric. In previous class I had explained electric potential due to point charge, and now for today's class I am going to explain electric potential due to a spherical charge. Electric potential due to spherical charge. Okay. So electric potential due to a spherical charge can be explained. Electric potential due to spherical charge body. Electric potential due to spherical charged body. Spherical charged body or spherical shell. Spherical charged shell. Spherical charged shell. Electric potential due to a spherical charged shell. Suppose it is a spherical body and it is a hollow, so this is called shell, and total charge distributed outside the sphere. This is the center, and here R is a capital R is the radius of spherical shell, and total charge distributed on a body is Q. So now we have to find electric potential at three places. First place is here, this is the point A. Second place is here, this is point B, and third place is here, this is point C. Means according to first situation we can find electric potential at point A. A means A is the distance from the center is R, and here R is, this is the first point, so we can say R is greater than R. That means observation point situated point outside the shell, where we can find the potential is outside the spherical shell. Okay, so we know relation between electric field and electric potential is E equals to minus dV by dr. Means electric field is a potential gradient, negative potential gradient. So dV is equals to minus E dot dr. And we know the electric field at point A from the charged spherical shell is E is equals to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square at point A, when charge is outside the sphere, or point is the outside situated the sphere. So dV is equals to minus, we can put here value of E, Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square dot dr. And we find the electric potential. Electric potential, the definition of electric potential is when we bring the test charge from infinity to a particular point. Suppose we can bring a test charge from infinite to at this point. The point A is distance between the point A, between O and A is R. So we have to take here integration dV minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square dr. And limit is taken from bring the test charge from infinity here. Is it infinity to that point? Okay. So from infinity to at point R. And at the infinity potential is 0 and at the R distance potential is A. So we can calculate integration of dV is V 0 to V is equals to minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught is a constant value. So we can take outside from the sphere, outside from the integration sign, and here is dr. This is also can be written as, okay, first in case we can write here in this format dV, okay, 0 to V. Now we can solve this. We get V 0 to R, 0 to V is equals to minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught and integration of infinity to R. Integration of 1 by R square dr is minus 1 by R. Here infinite to R. How we get integration of minus 1 by dr? Here is 1 by R square dr infinity to R. So we can write in this format dr integration of infinity to R. And according to we use here integration formula. So R minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1 and integration limit is given, so R. Okay, this can be written as R to the power minus 1 upon minus 1 infinity to R. This is known as minus 1 by R infinity to R. Okay. Now we can solve here. Upper limit minus lower limit, so V minus 0 is equals to minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0, okay, minus 1 by R minus 1 by infinite. Upper limit minus lower limit. So 1 by infinity is 0, that's why the term is minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 minus 1 by R. This is equals to V equals to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R. This is the expression of electric potential due to uniformly charged spherical shell outside the sphere or outside the shell. And here look at this formula. This formula is equivalent to electric potential due to point charge. Okay. In previous classes, I told you electric potential for spherical bodies act as a point charge. That's why this expression V equals to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R is equals to electric potential due to a point charge, because electric lines of force originate from the perpendicular to the surface and backside they are extending towards backside. They feel like charge is situated inside the sphere. That's why we can be considered total charge situated or spherical body. When observer situated outside, he feels like total charge situated inside the at the center of a spherical shell. That's why we can consider the spherical body or any spherical object considered as a point charge. Okay, this is the case number 1. And now we are moving on the topic of second case. Second case is when R is equals to R, means observation point situated at the surface of the sphere or shell. So here R equals to R, and the derivation is exactly all steps are same, but we can replace small r can be replaced by capital R. Same case we get. So here the formula will be V is equals to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught capital R at the surface of the sphere. Okay, and here very important formula, V is inversely proportional to R. Okay, now case number 3. It is a very important condition. Case number 3. When R is less than capital R. That means when the observation point situated inside the sphere. When observation point situated inside the sphere, like this, the point is C. So here first point at point A, here second point at point B, this is the B point, and third point is at point C, means the observation point situated inside the sphere. At this place, electric field is 0. We know the electric field inside the spherical shell is always 0. Okay, that's why we can put E dot dr, we can put in the value of E equals to 0 in this expression, minus 0 dot dr is equals to, and integration of 0 equals to, so potential is 0. Now integration of 0 is equals to constant value. Integration of 0 equals to constant. Here is 0 plus c, and here is 0 plus c, so equals to, this is constant c, and this constant is equals to electric potential. This constant is equals to electric potential at the surface, so it is equals to kq by r, or q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r. Look here, electric field at the center inside the cell is 0, but potential is not 0. Potential is a constant throughout the inside of a spherical shell, and the value of the potential is equals to electric potential due to surface, at the surface of the spherical shell. That's why electric potential at the surface is this, and electric potential inside the spherical shell is also Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R. Now we can say inside the shell, the total potential is equals to potential at the surface. That's why we can say inside the shell is the form of equipotential surface. Okay. Now we can plot the graph between V and R. So we plot the graph between V and R. Here is R, here is V, and this is center, and this point is when R is equals to R, that means it is a surface, then maximum potential is equals to at the surface of shell, spherical shell. So maximum potential, suppose this is V max, it is equals to maximum value is here and inversely proportional to R. Okay, but this is inside the at the surface maximum value. Okay, V is inversely proportional to R. And third case, the second case, inside the shell the potential is constant. So the potential, the constant value is equals to potential at the surface. This. Okay. So the graph is here is V is constant. V is constant, and in this case V is inversely proportional to R outside the spherical shell. This is the expression of electric potential due to spherical shell. At three places, first place is outside the spherical shell, at the spherical, second point is at the spherical shell, and third point is inside the spherical shell. Okay. Now we are moving on to the next topic, electric potential due to spherical solid conducting charge shell. Spherical solid metallic charged body. Spherical solid metallic charged body. Electric potential due to spherical solid metallic charged body. Okay. So solid metallic charge, total charge situated outside the metallic body, out of the metallic sphere or solid metallic sphere. That's why when we provide charge to this metallic solid sphere, the total charge situated outside the body due to drift velocity of electrons. The total charge resides out the surface of the spherical metallic body. Okay, then we can say net charge inside the shell is 0, inside the solid conducting metallic sphere is 0. Then the expression of electric potential is just equivalent to these three cases. Outside the spherical body, or outside the solid sphere, metallic solid sphere, the expression of electric field is E. So whole expression can be written as this, and the result is, we find the result according to this. And at the surface, this is equal to electric potential of the spherical shell. And for the third case, inside the spherical solid metallic sphere, inside the solid metallic sphere, E is 0. Electric field is 0 because total charge situated outside the body. That's why electric field is 0. So electric potential inside the surface is constant, and the constant value of this constant potential is equivalent to electric potential at the surface. And the graph is also similar to spherical shell, right? The whole expression is equivalent to the spherical shell, but one reason can be given here. The total charge, when we provide charge of a solid metallic sphere, then due to drift velocity of electrons, total charge situated or moving due to drift velocity of electrons, total charge moving away or moving outside the surface. That's why at the equilibrium condition, total charge situated outside the sphere. Okay, and the net charge inside the spherical body is 0. That's why net electric field inside the sphere is 0. Okay, then the whole expression for the solid metallic sphere, similar to this, graph is also equivalent to previous condition. Okay, I think for today's class that is over, and for in next class we are going to discuss electric potential due to electric dipole. Okay, till then